I would like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, June 2nd, 2015. It is now 4:31. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after. Thank you. Roll call on the commissioners.
So Presley?
Here.
Kaspersky?
Here.
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 Here, 5 present, none are absent. Okay, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4 is our communications.
I have none here.
Very good. Number 5, minutes.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for May 7th, 2015. I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the minutes for May 7th, 2015. Any additions or corrections on these minutes? Any questions? Okay, then roll call on the minutes.
So Presley?
Yes.
Kaspersky?
Yes.
Vegas?
Yes.
Iris?
Yes.
Albert?
Yes, minutes pass, 5 yes. Number 6, subordination request approval for Sheldon Stokes, 7116 Lindbergh.
Commissioners, this is for a subordination request for Sheldon Stokes. He is present here today. Sheldon, you want to come up? He's just doing a strictly refinance, lowering his interest rate.
Welcome, Mr. Stokes.
How you doing?
Thank you for coming out.
Just a modification, no cash out?
No cash out.
You're just modifying?
He's reducing his interest rate by 1 1/4.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, saving $120 about, too, so pretty good.
Mr. President, I move we approve Mr. Stokes' subordination request.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the subordination request approval for Sheldon Stokes, 7116 Lindbergh. If there's no further questions, can we have a roll call then, please?
So Presley?
Yes.
Kaspersky?
Yes.
Vegas?
Yes.
Iris?
Yes.
Albert?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Stokes. Okay, number 7, homebound conditional forgivable loan approval.
Commissioners, this is for homebound conditional forgivable loan approval, and they are all present. You guys want to come up for homebound? And then Joshua Craig is a teacher, Hammond High, and he's receiving the $3,500.
Poor man.
You're okay.
Student Hammond High. The last time I was up there, I felt like I was at the sweat hogs, man. It was like,
It's a little hot, and my room's a little hot.
no, I'm talking about the kids here.
Kids are
Children. They act like they have any sense.
What do you teach, Mr. Craig?
Digital design.
Okay.
And how did you hear about our program?
How did I hear about it?
Yes.
I was working in North Carolina. I taught college previously, and a good buddy of mine called and said that they were looking to do something like that here, and would I be interested? I interviewed, and they were really excited to build a digital design program and 3D printers. In fact, commissioners, if you're interested, this Saturday, there's a fundraiser to purchase 3D printers at Eat Restaurant on Homan from 7:30 to 10:30. So if you want to see a comedy show with the Tomfoolery Group, $25 will get you in the door if you're free.
You said to purchase printers. Okay, I'm thinking of CAD design. Forget it.
No, that's exactly it. 3D printers.
Okay, with computer animated design.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, Ms. Granberry, how did you hear about the program?
Just being nosy on the net, on the Hammond.
Hammond, go Hammond dot.
Yep.
Good job. Good find, very nice.
Well, let's see, Mr. Becker, how did you hear about the program?
My lender let me know. I was looking for some assistance because I work at a Subway, so,
Who's your lender?
Wells Fargo.
Fargo. And then last but not least, Ms. Jessica, how did you hear about the program?
Online and my lender as well.
Okay, good. I don't have any other questions. Anyone else?
Oh, are we missing somebody?
No, there's 4.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4. Uno, dos, tres.
Okay, I'm sorry, who is Miss Granberry?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Mr. Becker, oh, okay.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan program for the 4 applicants.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the 4 applicants that are present tonight. Is there any more discussion or questions here? Okay, then roll call.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Esposito,
Yes.
Naveja,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Halper.
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes.
Congratulations to you all and welcome to Hammond.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, number 8, acceptance of purchase agreement for the sale of 1731 Lake Avenue.
Commissioners, we actually have no action to take on this. The offer has expired, if you look at it, and I explained to the realtor, Nancy Stolman, that in the future we'll coordinate together when there is an offer, because they want to do it right around the time that there's a redevelopment commission, because nobody from the city can just accept an offer without it going towards the commission first. However, if we wanted to, we could vote to, they offered $190,000 as part of this offer. The house is listed for $230,000. If we wanted to, we could come up with a counteroffer. You know, my suggestion would be maybe in the $220,000 range, something like that.
That's what I was thinking too.
So we can. Nancy, when I mentioned to her that, you know, because this expired, we can't take any action on it anyhow, she said, well, if we do come up with a counteroffer, she'd be happy to present that to the potential purchaser.
So do you want us to make a motion to present a counter at the 220?
I mean, if you feel like that's good,
I did the math, that's what I came up with too, so.
yes, then I think that would be appropriate.
I'm in full agreement on making a counteroffer, determining or that price might fall into your realm a little bit better here, but I know there's no exact science on a counter. But
We're looking at $40,000 between the two. So,
That's correct. I wouldn't, even if this offer hadn't expired, my recommendation would have been not to accept it. And obviously it would have been your opinion, your choice, but.
Yeah, because everything's been selling for about 95% of list, so why would we take this in the 80s? You know, I was thinking, you know, at least 220, 221, 222. So I would be confident with the 220, and Nancy's a good agent. She, you know, she has to present whatever her buyer wants, but she already knew she wasn't going to get this done at this. She just knew that.
Sure.
She still has to present it.
Right. So, yeah, if You know, you as the realtor, that's why it's nice having a realtor on the commission, because you know the industry as well as anybody. So you always want to be fair, but obviously that was a very low offer that they made. So if we wanted to, if you wanted to make a motion, Commissioner, we could do that.
I have one question. Could we go with, I mean, that's fine with maybe 220, but could we sell this house as low as 210 or 215?
Well, technically, once we put the house out for the average of 2 appraisals and it did not sell, we could sell it for basically any price. It's just a matter of making sure that we're getting the best value for the city that we can. And look, if you look at the houses that are right next door to this one, that the same builder constructed, I think the houses have gone in this range, in the 210, 220 range. So that's why I think,
Well, that's what I thought, so
yeah, and if you look at the square
215
footage,
is not far off.
true. You know, and that's how, you know, the way this process works. They make an offer, you counter offer. Sometimes you end up meeting in the middle somewhere, but it's, in the end, it's going to be the commissioners, your choice as to what we end up selling the house for.
Of course, we've done this before, but is there a way to, I don't know what the terminology here is, kind of take off the leash a little bit to give a range? Like, so, I mean, I hate to lose a deal because the commission only meets every 2 weeks.
Well, can't they counter offer the counter offer?
Right, but again, we're not here in 2 weeks. You know, normally these is what, 3 days, Greg?
Well, you know what? The last time we sold these, that they came pretty close to the asking price. So I don't think we're losing anything because, you know, our fiduciary is to the city.
I understand.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah,
If she wants it, she needs to come up, or the buyer needs to come up.
And I-
Come up, and they need to come up with an offer that they, like I say, Nancy's been around, she knows it, she's been involved with all these properties. She already knows that she needs to be at about 95%. Whether we meet 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, she needs to get her buyer up.
Yeah,
Somebody else will buy it, the other one sold the problem.
they did. I think most of them did sell for full price. I think what Commissioner Kaspricki's saying is if there's another counteroffer, if it's not done at the right time, you could approve a range. What I would suggest, because if you approve a range, obviously that's public, anybody can see that, is if there is a counteroffer, we have in the past from time to time gone to each commissioner individually because it is a time issue and received approvals that way.
Right, and it is a communication agent, you get hold of us if it's something that's pressing, but I agree with you, Chris. I mean,
We all have cell phones, we all have emails, you know.
Right. We would be happy to do that. We would find you and and, you know, talk to you about what the counteroffer is and if we can get approval through that process. And then we could always formalize it at the next redevelopment commission meeting.
so do we need to formally deny this, or this is?
You don't have to take any action.
No way.
It's all taken.
Yeah, because it expired already. But if you want to, like I said, have a motion for a counteroffer amount, we could do that now.
Well, let's I'm trying to think of how I'm word it.
Well, so 95 is what, 11,000 off, so our counter range is 219?
Sounds attractive.
219.
Yeah, I think that's 5%, my St. Gaz math.
Well, 219.9, just a suggestion, but,
Yeah, because you can always, she can always.
and if they offer maybe 210 or 215, then you can go from there.
So if that's the case, then I think the motion be a motion to counteroffer $219,900 with all other options that are listed in the agreement being equal.
Yeah, all the terms to remain the same.
Correct.
Well, let me do this. Mr. President, I make a motion to counter this offer at 219, with all terms to remain the same.
Second. Is it 219 even or 219.9?
219.
Okay. Is that wording okay? Attorney Weston? Aye. Okay, then we have a
Sorry.
motion to counter offer the property at 1731 Lake Avenue for $219,000, with all the language and terms to remain the same.
Which is 5.2%, so we're right there, Greg.
Okay then, if there's no further discussion, we have a motion and a second, so can we have a roll call, please?
Yes.
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 Yes. Motion passes on the counteroffer of 219 at 1731 Lake Avenue with all the terms and language to stay the same.
Thank you, Commissioners.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have number 9, our reports. Phil Talon, if you have any time, if you'd like to share anything.
Sure, just one item. On Sunday, June 7th, the Toll Theater is having a fundraiser as well. It's actually in correlation with the Tonys. So if anybody's interested and has time Sunday, I don't have the time off the top of my head, but I could send that out to you through email. But it is this Sunday, June 7th, at the Toll Theater, and I believe it starts in the early evening, so somewhere around the 5 o'clock range, but I'll send that to you.
What's the event?
It's a fundraiser to raise money for the Toll Theater, and it's in correlation with, you know how they have the Academy Awards show and they have the Oscars? Well, this is the Tonys. I think it's more related to TV shows, if I understand it correctly. I've never watched them before. Theater, excuse me. Dave Westland corrected me. It is in correlation with the theater, which would make sense because this is the Toll Theater.
Live theater.
If someone would be so kind, send me information, I may be interested.
Sure, I will do that. I'll send it to all the commissioners. But that's the only report I have. I'll be happy to answer any questions anybody has.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Talon. Good to see you tonight, Ms. Wanda Miller. Would you like to share anything?
Yes, I have a couple things. March 31st ended our 2014-2015 grant cycle, CDBG grant cycle. I'm preparing now for our annual evaluation report, and that report is due to HUD by June the 30th. So that's what I'm working on. I'm also working on we're finalizing things on our Hammond for Hearts program that will take place the week of June 21st. I'll give you more information about the locations and the schedule for that week. But we do have 150 campers coming in. They'll stay over at Hammond High School for the entire week. And they're going to be here doing just some minor repairs, some painting, interior, exterior. I think we have like 4 porches they're going to replace and a couple steps. So that's what I'm working on for the rest of this month.
Thank you.
This one, the one from April 27th through May 29th.
Okay. Thank you for both those updates, Phil and Ms. Miller. Then we'll move to number 10, our bills.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the Register of Claims for April 27, 2015 through May 29, 2015. Register of Claims number R51874 through R52022.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the Register of Claims for April 27, 2015 through May 29, 2015 for our Redevelopment Commission meeting tonight on June 2nd, 2015. Is there any questions or discussion on these bills? Okay, then roll call on the bills.
Yes.
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 Yes. Bills passed, 5 yes. Okay, moving along to number 11, new and unfinished business. Okay, number 12, public comment. Anybody like to come forward? You can speak for about 3 minutes. Okay, then, public comment closed. Number 13.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Can you all signify by saying aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it, meeting adjourned.